So our next speaker is Ferenc from ITG Commerce, and he will be talking about Reward CLI.
Okay, so welcome everyone. It's nice to be here with you. I will talk about our free tool for helping creating local dev environments. And we can get started if everyone is ready. One of my experiences here. So last time we had our first presentation about this tool in Mumbai, Meet Magento India. And we are now here again on Meet Magento India. And a couple of people came to our booth and told us that since we heard about Reward last time in Mumbai, they started to use it and they're sticking on it. So it's a great experience, and I think it's a very good feedback that it's a good tool. So let's get started. So I'm Ferenc Varga, CTO of ITG Commerce. We are in the Magento business for more than 10 years, doing different kind of things, B2B, headless, and so on. And we started right from the beginning as a full-service company, and we have some great DevOps guys as well in our team. And we were trying to figure out how to help our own developers to build their local environments. And we, inspired by another tool, Warden, we came up with Reward CLI. So what is Reward CLI? It's cross-platform, open source, completely free. I want to underline it, completely free and open source CLI utility to create local environments. I would say in this case for Magento. It can be used for many other platforms as well, even vanilla PHP. And it works on all operating systems and based on Docker, and provides all the features you need to create a local environment. So some of the features that we want to underline: easy to set up, it's automated, cross-platform. We also support PWAs, so I think that's quite special. It's fully documented, and the documentation is upgraded frequently, and we have great community support as well on Slack, on GitHub, and you can even reach out to us via email. Some of the core features, so full Magento support for sure, even Laravel, WordPress. There are a lot of Laravel developers as well here, especially in Ahmedabad, which is capital of open source development. So Laravel is supported as well. All Magento versions, the latest ones, all operating systems. We have we provide PHPMyadmin, Redis Admin, ElasticHQ by default. It's available on GitHub, so you can contribute. So, and we are constantly adding new features. One of these is the plugin system. So if you want to extend the features of Reward CLI, you don't have to create a pull request to the code. There's a way to create plugins, which is quite special. I think not too many similar tools have this feature. And now we are experimenting with adding support for alternative web servers to Nginx, such as FrankenPHP, for example, which has very good benchmark results. And we can I have a short 10-minute video to show the whole process so you have an idea how it works. So we'll see how the tool itself can be installed and how Magento project and the PWA project can be set up. So we can play the first video. So it's a first, please, if you try it, and you should try it, refer to the documentation. So we have a full documentation how to get started with it. And you will see that it's essentially just a copy-paste to get started. Here we have all the different, the documentation is very good, from installation, getting started, global services, environment, usage, and so on. You can find anything. We have a search function as well. So anything you need, you will find here. And again, as I mentioned, the documentation is upgraded quite frequently. So let's see the process of installation of the tool itself. So we have a few prerequisites. So we have to have Docker. It has to be the version mentioned in the documentation. We have to have Docker Compose. In the newest version, I think we don't even need it. So it's, this video was recorded a little back. So it's Docker Compose is included in Docker, but still we have to have it. So first we install the prerequisites, only a few things. One of the requirements is Reward. Then we start the installation of Reward itself. So when we do this, Reward is Docker tool itself. So it has some core containers. So these core containers have to be downloaded and initiated. So we have traffic as a local proxy, and some other containers that manage the environment itself. And there are some special steps on Linux. So if you want to use SSL, then you have to follow the steps. So there are some operational system specific instructions here and there. So you might, if you are on Windows, for example, you can check two methods of using Reward. One is with WSL, and the other one is without it. We recommend WSL. So this is an example of one service. This was Mailhug. This is PHPMyadmin. It's included as a global service. So Mailhug is one of the global services. PHPMyadmin is a global service that is installed with Reward. And now we go to the next step. When we have installed the prerequisites, we have installed Reward itself with all the containers. So let's install a working code. So we have to create a directory. This is our Magento version we want to use. We use Reward in it. It will create a .env file. Actually, it's quite easy. Now the project is initiated, and we have an option to change the settings in the env file as well. So if we want to change PHP version, we want to change Redis version, or even Composer version, there's a way to do that. So this is some options to change configuration. You can, and some basic settings about the local domain and so on. And Reward will take care of adding the entries to the DNS server, or It depends on the operational systems as well. So you only need this configuration file, and Reward will pick up the configuration and create the environment. So next step is to bring up the PHPFEM container itself. We only need this one for the next step. It pulls all the layers of the Docker container. And the next step is we enter the container itself. We have a special command for that. And as a first step, you actually only have to do it once. So this step only applies to the first time you create any Magento environment. You have to add your composer authentication here. It is linked back to your home directory. And if you have done this once, you will have this setting. The next command is Reward Bootstrap. So we will just install Magento. So this first time it will be a default basic installation. The database and everything else will be installed as well. So there are a few flags that we can use for this. We can, for example, disable the two-factor authentication, which we will do. Because in a local environment, we don't want to have it. It only complicates our life. So we will disable two-factor authentication as well. And we can specify the Magento version as well, and a couple of other things. We can skip the composer install if you already have the vendor directory in your file system. And you can install Magento with sample data or without it. This time we will use, it's at the bottom of the page, but I tell you what's happening. So we will disable two-factor authentication. And we don't use sample data, I think, this time. So we will, yes. We can specify the Magento version. So what happens here is that all the different containers are downloading. We will have a PHPFTM container, Nginx container, Elasticsearch, and so on. And we just install Magento, go through all the installation steps. This is all done by the bootstrap command. And we display the admin username and password. And we can copy paste it and use it to test access to the admin. So the reason why we didn't use the sample data, because we will use different sample data for PWA. And we have access to the site, so that it's that easy. Of course, it's even easier once you have the reward on your computer. You only have to create a new environment, so it only takes maybe 5 minutes, even 2 minutes to create a new Magento instance. In the documentation, you can find how to do it with your own database as well. So here we have Magento installed. We have all the tables installed. And we can access the database through the global service, so we didn't have to install the PHPMyadmin and so on. We have Mailhog, and we have the home page, and it is working. So it's a working version of Magento. It was that easy to set up. And we can see how the emails are cached by the Mailhawk service. So it's very handy for local development. And in this way, we can focus only on the development side. Thank you. So it's that easy for you as well. So please, yes, the slide after the video. So while we are doing that, I have a question. How many of you have already tried Reward CLI? So it's not too, I see a few there. And how many is satisfied with it? Great. Are there any tech leads, like team leaders or CTOs there who whose responsibility is to choose the right tool for local development for the team? Okay. So it's not the next video. We have some slides as well in between. Yes. So after this video, we have two slides. So can you switch back to? Sorry for that. Just discussing the. So I would suggest for the tech leads, please try this out for yourself. See if it can work for you, and send us some feedbacks. So we invested a lot of time in this tool, and really want to spread it, and we want to share. We had the video slide, and we have a slide after. So please try it out, and send us feedbacks, and see. So what kind of feedback we would like to have? If you are already using a tool and you tried out Reward, what is good in Reward CLI? What is bad? If you are using another tool, why you are using it, how Reward could be improved, and so on. But it's, of course, for the individual developers as well, so for everyone. So it's a call for everyone. Please check it out. As you could see, it only takes 10 minutes from your life to check it out, and try it, and send us feedbacks. So why we think that it can be useful for the company? Let's look at the example of our own company. So since we introduced the tool, the DevOps support time needed to create local dev environment, the assistance that is given to the developers if they are stuck with some kind of configuration, setting up a PHP server, Nginx, reduced to almost to zero. So now, even if we are onboarding a new developer, they can just read the documentation, and regardless of the operational system. So at our company, we use all kinds of operational systems: Windows, Mac, and Linux. It's almost zero time that we spend on assisting developers. The other point is that the time needed for the developers to create new environments is reduced significantly as well, because you don't have to worry about the details, like configuring little details, making sure that you stop your, let's say, web server, start a new one, configure services, something. As you know, with Magento, it's not only the PHP application. It has a lot of other things, like RabbitMQ in most cases, Elasticsearch, Redis, to configure and set up all these things can take a lot of time, so we can reduce this time as well. And it's a quick calculation that, you know, if in your company you have multiple teams, and the teams are working on multiple projects, then in a normal situation, it might require for a developer to set up, maybe 2 days to set up an environment. With this tool, it's only 2 hours. So if you have a bigger team, you can save a tremendous amount of hours. So that's another reason why I think you should try it. Again, when you try it, then please help us to improve the tool, because it's for our own benefit as well, and for the benefit of the community. So we want to improve this tool. Try Reward again. If you are using another tool, just give Reward a chance. Even if you don't want to introduce it, to your daily practice, just try it and give some feedback. If you need assistance with setting up the team, so we are here with a team of a few developers as well. So if you want to try it now, and if you have any questions, visit our booth. You can find us at our booth, ITG Commerce booth. And reach out to us on different channels. You can scan this QR code, and we are looking for your feedback. And we really want to help and really want to share this tool, and we feel it as our mission to do that. So some feedbacks from 2 developers, and I think it underlies a few things. So it simplifies Magento and PHP Studio development as well. So it's easy to manage, seamless, and so on. And you get everything. So you get SSL certificates, and makes development much smoother. And the other feedback is about you can have on your computer all the different projects. If you have 10 different projects to work on, it's very easy to set up all these different 10 projects, and you don't have to switch anything to start working on a different environment. You have to just bring up the environment with a CLI command and stop it with another one. So it's very easy to switch between environments as well. I also want to talk about our next initiative. So inspired by the success of the CLI tool, we thought that it would be great to provide an option for companies to manage their local dev, staging, and potentially production environments in a similar way using affordable cloud services. So that's why we came up with an idea of Reward Cloud. Now we can so I will show you a few. So this tool has a web interface and does the same thing in the cloud as the CLI tool. So it provides a way to set up cloud-based environments through a templating system. So the steps are very easy. First you log in, then you choose your platform, what kind of environment you want to create. Now we create, we choose a project template, and then the next step is just adjusting a few things if needed. So we can use our custom Git repository if needed. The tool provides one as well, but now we are using a custom repo. And we can choose the provider. It's AWS now, but we have cheaper options too. You can even, if you're using AWS, you can create your domain and you click deploy, and then the environment is being created. So, and then the environment is ready, and basically that's it. I think we have some additional slides about how the dashboard looks with the details of the project, and we have similar services here. So we have a mailhouse service, we have a database, we can access it. And there is a way to scale up or scale down the service through a web interface, because in the cloud, the resource utilization matters, and in this way, there is a way to spare money. And this is screenshot for the environment setup, where we can do if you remember, we have a .env file with the CLI tool. And we can do the same thing. So this service will come to public beta soon. So if you are interested, you can find our brochure in your bag. And also, if you don't have it or don't find it, check our booth, and we will provide you the details. So these are the details of the service: streamlined and automated, full control over CI, automated deployment. You can use the same Reward CLI tool to create environments in the cloud as well. You can access the shell. Resources are adjustable, as you could see on one of the screenshots. There is a two-way transformation between local and cloud environments. So the same Docker containers are used in the cloud as on the local. So everything is 100% compatible. And again, as mentioned, it was created by our very dedicated DevOps team to all the developers. Yes, this was the video slide. And you have a couple of options to reach out to us. So we have a Slack for this open source CLI. We are very active on it. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, any feature requests, I think you will get a response within a few hours or within a few days, definitely. You can find us on GitHub. You can contribute, or you can raise tickets. And if you want to be the part of our cloud version, we are looking for beta testers. And just reach out to us. If you scan the last QR code, you will find a form on the page, and you can apply for the early access. So that's it from my end. Thank you very much.